It's been referred to as the Range Rover for the middle class. It's been on numerous top 10 lists, and it's fully redesigned for the 2023 model year. It's the 2023 Kia Telluride. Geez, Americans really do love these three-road midsize SUVs, huh? Welcome back to Sparkplug TV. My name is Chris and I do car reviews for literally everybody, not just car enthusiasts. Before I get started, please like this video, comment something down below, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video, which is every single freaking Friday. Listen, I can't have a witty line for everything, okay? What am I, a comedian? I'm certainly a clown. Humongous shout out to the brand new Johnson Kia Annapolis for letting me borrow today's Telluride. Newly opened at the end of 2022, Johnson Kia Annapolis is committed to providing you with your brand new Kia with the best sales and service team. Check out JohnsonKiaAnnapolis.com for all their newest inventory. Link in the description below. Let's just go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room, the headlamps. Yes, moment of silence for everyone's favorite quality on the Telluride, the orange square daytime running lights. Anywho, comment your thoughts on the redesign down below. I kind of think it's ironic that they ixnayed the front end's badge and the iconic daytime running lights. Those were like two of the Telluride's biggest calling cards in my opinion. Instead, we now have verticality in every which way. Two vertical slashes count as the daytime running lights now, and two teeny tiny little pinprick dots count as the headlamps. The grille's outline got a much needed redesign as it's just a simplistic line as opposed to like two lines within one. The grille itself also got a change with it being on brand with the verticality of the headlamps. Finally rounding out the front, or I guess in this case not really rounding it out, the front bumper actually got flattened, squared off, and made this opening right here a bit larger. So when you get to the back, the redesign actually kind of makes sense to me. The taillights have always been mostly vertical, so why not make the front end vertical as well? The only difference this time is that the two lights have been pronounced more, and the rear's rear bumper matches the front bumper with its squared off, more pronounced sense of self. Listen, people don't like change. Like me personally, I've actually been wanting to dye my hair a dark silver color. I don't think I could handle that kind of change right now. And I've already gone through my desperate cry for help bleach blonde gay era. So there's no point in me going back because currently I'm in my slay era. My point is, I think the more I get desensitized to the Telluride's new duds, the more I'm thinking she's also in her slay era. You know what I mean? And if you don't, click off this video. Also new for 2023 are 6 new trim levels, majority of them being referred to as the SX line. That makes a grand total of 10 trims to choose from as opposed to the previous 4. This is the SX Prestige X Pro, and so far as I can tell, the SX trims come with all-wheel drive as opposed to the front-wheel drive, and has a lot more creature comforts on the interior. All Tellurides do come with a naturally aspirated V6 that outputs 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque that is then tied to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This model has a self-leveling rear air suspension that's optional and has 8.4 inches of ground clearance, making it a bit more off-road capable than the other models. It gets 0 to 60 in 6.8 seconds and has a top speed of 132 miles an hour. Let's go inside. Alright, welcome to the interior of the 2023 Kia Telluride, and you know what? It's a lot nicer than the Palisade, I will give it that much. I have sat in these before, and I think that the 2023 interior, as well as the exterior, and the Tellurides in general, are in their slay era. It's a really nice interior. The XS trims are near luxurious. It's luxury, but not at like $100,000 luxury price point. Got the leather dashboard, the open pore wood grain, the stainless steel kind of look to it, the piano gloss black. They're not the most supple or the nicest materials because, you know, you've got some chintzy plastic here. The door handles are a little cheap, as is the frame surrounding the 10-speaker Harman Kardon sound system. But the Napa leather seating is nice. I mean, because you can't go wrong with Napa leather seating. The The instrument panel is one 24-inch panel across the entire dashboard that houses a 12-inch digital touchscreen as well as a 12-inch digital gauge cluster. You do also get a 10-inch heads-up display in this one. The infotainment system is very, very nice. You know, it's standard Hyundai Kia infotainment system. It's clear, it's crisp, it's concise. It's got the quiet mode. It's got the driver chat feature. Not all of the Tellurides come with that. It's got a backup camera that's really nice as well that you can find in most modern cars nowadays, especially midsize SUVs. Other than that, there really hasn't been that much done to the interior that's really all that different. I mean, it looks like the typical Telluride. The only difference this time is that the instrument panel is just this giant screen. This one also does come with a premium headliner, so it's just like Alcantara-esque kind of feel to it. It kind of looks like suede. The second row seating does come heated and ventilated as well. You do get the rear sunshades, and you can adjust the seat. You can adjust the back of the seat as well as the position of the seat. I think it's also interesting that they have touted the Kia's version of this car as the more luxurious kind of version, whereas the Palisade doesn't feel as luxurious maybe as the Kia does. Kias are supposed to be more of the sportier version of the two brands, but this one actually comes out to be a lot more luxurious than the Palisade does. It's not that I hate the Palisade, and I like the way that they've redesigned the 2023 Palisade models, but this one just looks a lot better and always has looked a lot better. Let's go ahead and take her out on the road and see how she performs. Oh, sorry. The safety system just told me about a car that was coming and I did not see it. And it saw it before I did. That's really impressive. Okay. Acceleration's a little wonky in sport mode. Maybe let's go back to comfort. The ride's a little stiff. Like, I can feel like pretty much everything in the road. That's so interesting. So in sport mode, it's almost like too aggressive, but in comfort mode, it takes a while to shift down and get up to speed. It's a bit temperamental. Okay, it's pretty nimble. I mean, it does have torque vectoring, so I would assume that it would be relatively nimble, but that was pretty impressive. The transmission and the engine are leaving me with a bit more to be desired, but I'm really impressed by the suspension, albeit is pretty stiff, like in day-to-day kind of driving, stiff enough that it's actually really great at handling. The Palisade, I remember driving that Palisade. That Palisade was scary, driving around corners like that. This is actually pretty freaking nimble. All right, well that does it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon so that you get notified whenever I drop a new video, which is every single Friday. I have to like go into my little Rolodex, pull that out and say it every time. Also, thank you to Johnson Kia Annapolis. Please check the link in the description below. Yeah, so my final thoughts. I like it a lot. I think that the Kia Telluride's redesign is perfect. It's actually really, really nice. Albeit I made fun of the lack of the quintessential orange LED daytime running lights. I actually like the way that the new headlights look. I think that they're very stylish. I'm really glad that they got rid of the Telluride badge. And I like that they left the back alone but enhanced it. It's a really nice way to kind of do a mid-gen refresh. The interior, I mean, you know, for the price point, there's not much that you can complain about the interior. You get everything that you would get in like $100,000 Mercedes, but for half the price. I mean, what's wrong with that? You get a 24-inch instrument panel, you get tri-zone automatic climate control system, you get heated and ventilated front and second row seating, you get USB-C charging ports everywhere, you've got highway driving assist, you got 360-degree camera. I mean, what's not to love? And if I had to choose between this one and the Palisade, I would choose this one. I would still go out and buy a 2020 if I could. One final pro about the Telluride is the suspension. I am shocked by the suspension. The Palisade suspension was wobbly. It was scary. I thought I was gonna flip. I don't know if they tuned it better or maybe because this one is the more off-road capable one. I don't know what happened, but whoever tuned the new suspension on this Kia Telluride, they did that. They're in their sleigh era, honey. The only gripes that I have with this is that the engine and the transmission are really temperamental. I was expecting a little bit more smoother of a ride in that sense. Hyundai makes a pretty decent 6-cylinder. I just was expecting a little less lag and a little bit more get up and go. That being said, thank you guys again so much for watching. I had lunch already, so I'm not gonna take a lunch break. Look at that. I'm fed and I'm not hangry. I'm gonna go be Slay now. Bye. Hey Sparks, thanks for watching today's video. If you want more Sparkplug TV content, click right here. Right here. You got 2 options. Choose one, or both.